Hello, everyone. It's Mary Jo Snyder. Welcome to my Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's caffeinate and create. I'm very happy to be here today, and I just want to remind you all of these beautiful colors that are about to go bye-bye in May. So we've got petal pink. Nope, pretty in pink. Rewind. Um, wow, peach pie, shy shamrock, summer splash, and what's the other one? My favorite, Petunia Pop. Wow. I have been so focused on the projects I've been making with the remainder of my Everyday Beautiful kit. I've done some casing, but I kind of made it my own. I've been watching some non-Stampin' Up! Demonstrators who I love to watch, and I'm going to give them kudos in the description of everything that I'm going to share with you. And I have one card base left, a few envelopes, and I did make another card with the remaining piece of that one card base that is Knight of Navy. So I'm just really, really excited. So let me see, first of all, if I can find myself here. Let's go back. Hopefully we're streaming live. Takes a minute. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm still not convinced with myself with this program. Hey Lisa, hey Sue, you're all gonna love what I got to share with you today. I'm so excited. I might have to turn off my heater. I keep going through being cold, being hot, but I do have to admit, business on the top, not really. It's my hoodie. Uh, PJ pants on the bottom. I literally just switched my shirt. I didn't have to tell you that, but I just did tell you that. Let's see if we can. I'm gonna be with you momentarily. Let me just find myself. Okay, there's one. You guys are hearing me okay? No issues? All right, I hear myself there. I'm gonna have to go out of here, come back, go back to me. I'm not sure why I can't see myself live here on YouTube, but maybe if I hit the right button. There you go. Yay! There I am. Okay, let's hit you now that I am here and I can pay attention because all that is working and I can see comments there and comments here. So I did some switching around. So hopefully I have more workspace down below. I kind of propped my computer up, but I got kind of scared last time I was working with my computer because when I lifted it up, it almost looked like there were marks on my box, like it overheated onto my cardboard box. It ended up being ink marks. So I freaked myself right out. All right, let's focus down to my hands here. Hello, there is obviously shadow coming from the computer that is kind of in front of me. And I honestly think that I need a bigger desk space to work in this computer situation. So be revamping my whole concept in my craft room, or I may be revamping some other space in my home. So, with that being said, here are those beautiful papers. As I was saying, this is Pretty in Pink, Peach Pie, Shy Shamrock, Summer Splash, and Petunia Puff. It's like we get the new in colors and we completely forget about them because they're in the annual catalog. And with this trimester, thank you, Maggie, catalog approach that is coming up, I want to say that I am kind of excited because when a catalog ends, a new one comes, and we don't forget about the previous or I don't know. We'll see how it works. I'm certainly not going to keep up with buying all the things because that's just not me anymore. I buy what I love and I play with those things and hopefully inspire everybody. So, okay. So we're going to just touch on, before I show you all the goodness that I made, the kit as it is instructed. Now, we went through this the other day when we were playing, and we made this card here that I need to find outside of all my alternates. Are they on the bottom? Okay, so there's that card. And there is that card there. And of course, that card there. So those are the 3 cards as the kit instructs. And then we went and made 2 alternates. And that became these 2 here. I made that one. And I made this one. And I had a tiny smidge of this paper. And this one flips up in case anyone wasn't watching. You can go back and watch that. I got some ribbon right there. And this opens. And of course, I still need to add a piece of white. But I got to put some stuff down. I have to add some white. And then this one is just, regular fold, and I need to add some white. But I did some 3 generation of stamping of that flower. Not exactly centered, but that's okay. I love the sentiment. I love the fact that there is cursive and regular font. Very pretty. And of course, I love, 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 love these wax pieces. I don't know what they're called, but it's okay. So with the remaining piece from this card base that I made these 2 cards with, I created an additional card, and I have a flap, a gift card holder, and I decorated by stamping on this piece. It is a Z fold, and looks like I got some gook there. I use some old petal pink, and they're petal pink and pretty peacock, and they have gold flecks. So I used the petal pink because that is the color here. Added those. And I also incorporated the banner sayings for the happy birthday for it to fit here. And then I used the stamp set that came with the paper pumpkin right here. So this is tacked on like that piece that we used back here to be able to flip this open, because I trimmed the card base. So we had that little extra, no big deal. But isn't that super cute? I could add a few more leaves there or whatnot, but that is perfect to fit a gift card in. So it's a great birthday card. So I was really excited to find a way to use that. And of course, there was a strip left, so I used that as well. Ah, thank you. Thank you, thank you. So those were the alternates, and then I added another one. Well, yesterday and today, I got super inspired. Hi, Maggie, welcome. I was super inspired yesterday by who was I watching? Septera Septera's room. She used to be Septera 18, and now she's Septera's room. And I was watching her, and I was really excited. And you know me, and I'm loving to let me show you what I have left. Yeah, I'm gonna do a little teaser. So I've got this. We're gonna make something else, I hope, today. And I've got plenty of envelopes still. I think I have 6 envelopes. I did cut apart quite a few, so that's okay. So we'll use this. I've got these left. I have, we'll move these cards aside because that's as a kit instructs. And I also have these wonderful things. So I have 12 of those left, as well as all of these bits and pieces from envelopes, from the card bases, the layers that you're supposed to use for the card bases. So Maggie, I got you in both places. Thank you for chiming in on both social medias so that I can get those algorithms going. I love that. Don't forget to, if you are new to my channel or Facebook, please subscribe, follow, hit the like button, show me some love, hit some emojis, comment, do all those wonderful things. Share with your friends that you think are going to love the content, because I just want to share my creativity and inspire others. So thank you so much for that. So these are bits and pieces. Now, we will use some of this stuff to create maybe 2 or 3 more cards if I can come up with some, fun little things to make. I might steal my book that I have from being a part of the Pixie Patrons that I am a part with the Paper Pixie, Julie DiMatteo. I pay for the subscription, and I am so behind in printing these, but I have a binder and it's filled with templates. So maybe we can pick a few card templates out and utilize that for creating some alternate cards. It's wonderful. But you know me, I'm totally loving the vintage concept and the country vibe. And I'm really getting into inking the edges of my stuff. So I created, with the help of um, Septera's room, I created this. She was using a complete paper pack where it had all these mix and match things. And was it her? Was it her or was it someone else? Today's project is definitely from her. I can't remember. Maybe this was somebody else. Oh no, this is Karen Foy. My bad. Kudos to Karen. I like watching her. I don't believe she's not a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator that I know of, but I love her. I love her way. She junk journals. She does all that fun stuff. So I took some basic beige cardstock, crumb cake cardstock, and parts of the kit, and I created this. And it's got a Velcro attachment. It has all these yummy little tuck spots. So we've got this. And what I did to get that impression, and obviously you can see the edges are inked, and I did some tearing, which I love doing to giving it that vibe. What did I do with it? I had it out. Anyway, the negatives to the die cut images right here, I sponged the leaves right there on these two tags. Okay, so they're super cute. I gave it a faux brad by using a gem. There's nothing on the back side. I did make it a little bit sturdier by adding a piece of beige cardstock, because just using this envelope piece, because this is the envelope, it was very flimsy and I didn't want it to get worn out. I actually was bending it to cut the edges, and I think I wore it out some. So we've got some tuck spots here. And then we've got more tuck spots. So I took the part of the envelope. So it's the back side of the envelope. Let me grab one right here. And I used that to create a tag. And of course, the inside of the envelope, I was tearing the heck out of these. So I took a little element and did some inking of that as well. So that gets tucked in right there. And again, remember, this says happy birthday or hello, beautiful. Celebrate today and every day. Now, you can give this to someone. You can add it to a junk journal, right? And then you could put a photo on here. This is like a tag. And I used 4 pieces of linen thread, tied it in a knot, and it is okay that it hangs over. And again, these are all bits and pieces from the kit, whether it's envelope or not. I love using the see-through Velcro. It's not see-through on one side, but it is on the other. I actually should have reversed it and used the see-through part here. But that's okay. And then you just Velcro it shut. And I could glue this right inside a junk journal or a scrapbook or whatever, so that I could just add little tiny pictures or whatever, journaling in a scrapbook. I just love the concept. So, of course, these gems I had left over from, I don't know, some club that I did with someone, Jennifer Cotton, I think. This one I just finished and I need a sip of my drink. I am super excited about this one. This one was inspired. Remember, this is Karen Foy. And this one is inspired by Septera's room. Check this out. And of course, I pulled in bits and pieces of retired product. Hopefully you're seeing this okay. And I'm on the screen, but I used elements from like retired ribbons. I don't care if the stuff's retired. I'm using it. I'm using my stash. I bought it because I liked it, and I really truly just want to use my stuff. I mean, I love new stuff that comes out, don't get me wrong, but I want to incorporate all these little elements in order to just give my little portfolios or folio or whatever they are. Like this could be a photo album for someone. It says hello. I could mail it to a friend, gift it to a friend. We've got little tags on here. Totally could add a photo or journal on the back side. I added that beautiful gold striped ribbon to that. And I just cut different banners and I also used banners. I gotta get that mark off there. This is not inked. But I also used banners that came in the Everyday Beautiful kit. Now, what I did here, which I also did the day that we were creating together, and I was using this kit for the first time, I just cut off the dovetail end on both parts and glued it underneath and saved myself about this much gold paper so that I could have it for something else. This, of course, is another pocket right here. That is a snug fit. Then this opens, and this is a one sheet wonder too. I just added elements from the kit. So this is made from a 10 by 12 piece of paper, and it's pretty awesome. All right, this is a little tuck spot. Again, the corner of that envelope flap. Another tuck spot. You could add a photo or journaling. And we've got more cute things, layering tags together, stuff like that. I did incorporate because I thought I would want to incorporate some um, petal pink, which I did right here. I incorporated because this is a pocket. You can put two photos or journal on one side and add a photo to the other. It just gives it a pop of color to go with this. Two more elements that I created. This, all I did was take a piece from this is the one that has the dots on it. I don't know what those are called, but the oval top, straight edge. I can never remember the name of them, but I took a piece of that and just rounded the corners to tuck in here. And then this one again was the envelope, and I took part of the envelope. It's not centered, but it doesn't matter. And I used that beautiful label, keeping tabs, which I will never get rid of. I love this so much for journaling and all of that stuff for my scrapbooks and everything. And so the envelope was cut apart so that I could add another tag in that tuck spot. So fun. And then we flip it over and we have a belly band. I did not decorate back here, but I have three of, so I took another piece of the envelope that I cut apart and I did the corner rounding and I used you can use a circle punch, but I used my Creative Memories double corner rounder thing. And that fits in there, a little snug, as long as it's past and this part of the kit, and this is part of the kit. I just slide those in there and you can make them journaling pieces. You can make them photo mats, whatever you want to do. And then this is another tuck spot. It is a little pocket. I created this cute little thing by using bits and pieces that were left. And then I took that oval, and I cut off the top because it was way too high. Not that it matters. But I wanted to use that edge. And then I stuck in one of these ovals as well. So, Susan. And then on the back side, I just put both of these pieces from one of the cards that's supposed to layer on one of the cards, or maybe two cards, I can't remember. And I adhered it to the back side so that you can write something there for someone, or it can be another place where someone can journal or put more photos. So, fell in love with this. I actually should have another tag in there, but I think it's still it is a kind of chunky little journal, but I love it and I love that I made it as an alternate using that kit. So I hope that you enjoyed that. Now, with what we have remaining, we have this and all of these scraps that I just put aside. And then we're going to make a cute little treat holder that is for Easter using the Easter Joy products. So I've already done a lot of die cutting and all that stuff. So might have to pull out some markers and whatnot, but we will be working with that. So we have this. We have these scraps. I don't want to go too crazy because I really want to get to the next project. But I am going to cut this down, and I'm going to use the entire, no, I'm not, slice it in half, cut that card base right in half. All right, now I want to trim the edge of this. I'm going to make it 4 by 5 1/4. And I want to use that, keep that here. And I need my scoring tool. And I am just going to score this 1.5 inches at the base. And I just had all this stuff and I moved it. Okay, there it is. So actually 1 1/4. And probably wanted it to go the other way. Okay, we have that. And I'm going to fold this up, grab my bone folder. Friends, I really have been kind of not so neat today. All right. So we have this. This is 1 1/4 inch, and we have this. Now, what I want to do, and this might look repetitive, and that's okay. I want to grab some more elements from my stash of stuff. And there's so much more that I can do because I have these frames, I have these flowers, lots of things, lots of elements. And we're gonna play. How about we got those. Let's see what we can do with that so far. All right. I know I'm gonna use a circle punch. Grab my circle punch. And we are going to add maybe a third, maybe a fourth of that punch. There was one day I did that and it flew in my hair, and I found it in the bathroom after I took my shower. Isn't that funny? All right, this is going to end up being a pocket, obviously, right? Because that's what I'm doing. I was looking for, see, all these colors don't quite pair up. That's why I didn't use the blue on everything. So let's see what we have in here that we can use. I'm just going to dump it all. I'm just going to dump it off. We'll use the gray right there. I'll use this gray piece, some golds. We've got that. What else? We'll see. I'm going to set all that aside. I mean, obviously the colors coordinate. It's a kit, right? Right. All right. Might want that piece of gold instead. I'm just shaking everything. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for being here. Hope you're all having a wonderful weekend and happy March 1st. I got ahead of myself. March 1st. Wow. Can you believe it? No, that's gonna, all right. I'm just going to, what am I gonna do? I want some paper that's gonna work for me. Hold tight. Hold, please. I really don't buy a lot of designer series paper that's 6x6, do I? There must be some. Oh, oh, is there Night of Navy in here? Probably not. Nope. Let's see if this is going to match though. I found my plaids. I want to decorate this piece with something. And sometimes you have to pull in elements from a completely different kit and no, it's not going to match. And I know there's some blue in here. I did not even know I had this left. And it would be so perfect for me to use for something. Oh, friends, I think we could make this. All right. I don't know what to do. I'm going to come up with something. Don't you fret. Nope. Okay. We're going to set that aside for now. Let's grab some Misty Moonlight. That'll be perfect. I'm going to add some stuff to it. Grab our stamps wherever they are, right where they belong. Let's go ahead and grab this little stamp. Sorry, I'm fumbling over everything. Okay. Now I have my Knight of Navy. And we are going to add Knight of Navy leaves. And it's okay, it's going to get trimmed. I should have my piercing mat. I have them all going the right way. It's okay, I have ink on the table. It's not a big deal. Wipe it off. A little more. A couple of leaves up here. And right there. Okay. That was fun. Close our ink pad, set that aside, grab a tissue, wipe up the ink. Super simple, right? Right. Okay. Now with this, we are going to take a little bit off of this end since I made a boo-boo, and it needs to measure 4 inches. So I'm going to cut about 1/4 of an inch off, just under. Gets rid of my mistake. Look at that. Wouldn't even know. Okay, and then that'll go there. I like. And then what we're gonna do is once we put that there, I'm gonna come back in and I'm gonna cut that little smidge off. Okay? Okay. I want to make sure that I don't get it. I'll glue there, right? So we'll center this between the white. We'll have kind of a white border. Look how that worked out. That we're straight. Okay, so that's going to be our pocket. I'm going to come in and I'm just going to get rid of that little smidge that's showing right there. So it's all curved like so. There you go. Okay. Now we're going to grab our Tombow and go ahead and add some glue here. I was so excited I got to sleep with my little grandpuppy last night. Can't say that my big dog was happy about it, but that's okay. She gets over it. Actually, they're really good friends. My dog likes to show her alpha personality, though. But they snuggled me, and that's all that mattered, right? Yes. All right, so we've got this. I need a piece of Knight of Navy cardstock. Let's find a piece so we can make a card base. Well, there is Misty Moonlight, and that's fine. And you know what? I think I'm going to use colors that basic gray. All right. Is that gray granite? Maybe. If this is gray granite, that's what I'm pulling in. I don't think so. Might be. Nope, basic gray. Okay. Knight of Navy. I know I have bases cut, so I'm just looking for one. Here we go. Sometimes I'll get a pack of paper and I will cut card bases out of it. All right, here we go. I don't think that, yes, it is. Stupid. All right, so that color, I'm puzzled. All right, I've got this, and we're going to do this, but I want something else up here. What will that be? Um, Maybe I want this on the inside. And then I'll use this on the outside, and we'll just use this as one card. Here you go. Oops. But I will do it this way. I'm going to cut it down to, can I do that? Sorry, I'm fumbling. I'm just thinking how I want to handle this. All right, 4 inches. Let's cut this piece off. We're going to make it easy on myself. 4 by 5 1/4. Just thinking a second. There's a way that I could save part of this. Of course there is. I'm going to do that. Okay. I have to be honest with everybody. I love making cards, but I have way too many. So I'm trying to do other things with my kits, like you just saw, instead of making cards. I mean, I love making the cards. Don't get me wrong. I'll put this on the inside, and then we'll make something there to go inside. Or I could do it here, add white there. Yes. So I'm really having a hard time with card ideas. And I was just going to use that book so I could make more than one card, and I didn't. Go figure. Um, but it's okay. So we've got that. I could come in and add this piece up here just to give it um, nope. Let's see. Grab a piece of what cardstock? Wow, I don't have any of these supplies out because I was using what was in the kit, except for 12 by 12 paper. I can quickly show you, maybe, depending. I keep saying I have all the like I have all this time. Grab that piece. We'll do our Easter treat holder. All right, this is going to be 5 1/4 by 4, and that's going to go on the inside. I'm going to stamp some stuff on here as well, because we haven't even done anything to the front to decorate it yet, but we will. Let's keep going with this little, what I want to do. We'll make this a thank you card, and we can do for all you do on the inside, and thanks on the outside, and we're going to do this down in the corner, like so. Grab another block. Reach, sorry, if you're seeing me reach. Oops. That was rough. So we've got thanks. going to do for all you do on the inside. Okay. And we'll leave those set aside on my cleaning mat. And let's find what we can do. This could go, it's long enough. That could stick there, right? Or I could have it be at the top. I might draw my eye through the entire thing. So let's grab our Tombow again. It's fun sometimes to just wing it, but it's not my forte. I'm not always good at that stuff. So we are going to add this to the top of this piece. It's going to go on the inside of our card. You'll trim that. This morning I got up and I love that Giovanni coffee that actually creates its own froth. So you put this froth stuff in the cup and then you put your K cup in the, I'm just going to close this before I stuff something up. Put your K cup in and then it makes this frothy, almost like a cappuccino. Okay. I think this will look good because that blue piece will tie in this here. Okay. So that makes sense to me. And I tried two of them and they are not cheap. Oh, what a disaster. It wouldn't brew the coffee. Like it kept cooling in the K-cup. So then I took the cup out and then I ended up can't do two things at once. Hold on. I ended up making that would fit there too, but I don't want to overlap that, but I could do that. No, we're not going to do that. Okay. Focus. We'll come back to the inside. Let's do the outside. Let's get some decorations going on. What do I have that we could use? I think I used all of my blue pieces. Will that look decent? It may. I don't want to do that. Um, think. Oh, I know what I got. I've got a circle somewhere we can use. Oh, but it's not going to fit what I needed to say. Yes, it will. Let's make sure. Perfect. Yes, it's gone. Squirrel. Oh, yeah, making coffee. And so I did this twice, wasted two of my K cups, and there's only like six in the pack, and it's like $8, and it's a special treat for me when I get them. So I was kind of bummed. But yeah, if I ran water through it, it would go through perfectly. And then I was able to just make a regular cup of coffee using my Starbucks caramel, which is fine. I like that. But I was really in the mood for some frothy foo-foo coffee because that's me. But anyway, so then I got to thinking, okay, this isn't even my Keurig. I probably should invest in one before I wreck this one. Um, and honestly, do you ever wonder? I'm all over the place. Do you ever wonder when you are, oh, I needed that still, making your coffee and using a Keurig or whatever, like how clean is it inside? Like this is Fred's Keurig and I need to get it back to him. And I think I want to stamp off. I'm going to stamp off on the back of this and then stamp in second generation, hopefully. So I need to get it back to him. And anyway, I don't know where I was going with that, but I don't know how clean the darn thing is, I guess is what I'm saying. So, do you ever wonder if you clean or when you clean your coffee pots and stuff? I mean, I've done it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not disgusting. But do you ever wonder, like, is my coffee gonna taste as good? Is that disgusting or what? It is. You can say it. You can say it. All right. I'm using this gray bag, which I believe is gray granite. It's just a lighter shade. I'm weird. But anyway, I digress. I definitely need to get something. Now, how many of you have a Keurig or you know me and my coffee? Like I am, and I actually have cut down and only been drinking 1 cup a day, which is really crazy, unless it's a rough day and I definitely need more coffee than that so that I don't harm myself. Ah, joking. Um, anyway, anywho, um, where was I? I should have actually attached those to the back of that and popped that up. That's okay. Where was I? All over the place. So if you have a Keurig, raise your hand. If you have some other amazing, I mean, you could just have a coffee pot, the traditional coffee pot, and you make a full pot and maybe you drink it all day long. And that's fine because yay. Um, I I do have one of those. I would need to clean it, but I wouldn't drink a full pot. So I don't know what to do. I know there's smaller versions and, it would be cheaper than having a K cup, but I like the variety. I love flavored coffee. So that's me. So that's my dilemma. I don't even know if this makes any sense right now of what I'm battling about, but no, I don't want that there. I'm just going to put this on pop-ups and, um, you know what I'm going to do? That wonderful punch I own that everybody loved that coordinated with Rachel Tessman's $1 million stamp set. And I'm going to cut some of these out and add them. I'll use a smaller one so that I'm not using all, so I can get 2 out of that piece of gold. Wonderful. Okay. That's that. Yep. Bow punch. Aha, I remembered. It's no longer around, but I keep mine. Okay. So I considered, let me just get straight to the point. I considered getting, I drink pots of coffee, but I have a brand new Keurig in my shed I got 2 years ago. I know what you meant. Darn autocorrect. That's me when I'm talk texting. Forget autocorrect. I can't even speak clearly for talk texting to understand what I'm trying to say. Anywho, all right, so we've got those. I'm looking for dimensionals. Okay, so I thought about an espresso machine. First of all, I run vinegar through mine, then I run a few using water to rinse. I have a regular coffee maker. It sounds like his may have calcium deposits. I think it does that are clogging the output. I think it does. And I was super bummed this morning. I do also know that my husband likes to come and visit. His spirit, his spirit sense likes to come and visit and mess with my technology and my appliances. So, especially if there's something on TV that I want to watch and he may not want to. And, that might sound silly, but I'm a firm believer. So, there's that. I thought about getting an espresso. And of course, George Clooney and Nespresso. Will he come and make me a cup of coffee? Probably not. Okay, there's the front. We've got that decorated. We used that gray banner that came in the kit. I used a die cut circle from I can't remember, um, and the little sprigs from the kit. I added more from the bow punch in gold. Open it up, and somewhere we need to do something to incorporate more color. And where will that be? Let's see. I need more color on the inside, and gold would be ideal, but I don't even think that I have enough of little bits to really do much for the inside. I'm just curious. Don't mind me. I'm going to put this here, even though it's not the right size. And then I might just leave it like that. And I really don't have a lot left other than the envelopes and this blue. Um, I mean, this would tie into the front, but I don't think it matters. I think we're good. I think I'm going to leave it like that. I could add some of these punched up here or stamped up here, but I think I'm going to leave it. I like this. And I like that I have a gift card pocket with this paper accenting as it is on the front. So it's a different design, but I did use the entire card base for that. So that is that card. So I have pretty much polished off this kit. These will seal my envelopes. Maybe, maybe don't. Yeah. Or I'll use those on something else when I'm making some other stuff. So there's that. We polished off that kit. I'm really excited. I like it when that happens. I'm just going to put everything back where it belongs in this kit and clean my stamps after. I hope that you enjoyed the little sneak peek of my little cute little fun things that I created outside the box in a sense. And those are those beautiful gems. And I can't tell you what they're called because it's half cut off, but it's item number 167098. They're still available. I'm really bad with names and stuff with things. And for now, I'm just going to leave those dirty and I am going to clean those after. Put this kit aside. Take another sip of my drink. Oh, I totally could do that. Stamp sprigs in another color. I could get the misty moonlight out. I don't think I'm going to use these for anything. Let's throw those in the garbage. And now we are going to make this super cute. Look at the little basket. Isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? Little Easter basket for some York peppermint patties. Oh, I should have made some eggs and stuff for that, but it's okay. All right, got all that stuff set aside, and I have a lot of that stuff already done right here because you've seen the dies and you've seen the stamps. And if you need me to revisit, there's the dies. This is how the dies come. Well, this is me, but these are the dies. This just shows you what those dies do. These little strips can go in and weave into the basket like I did on this one, but I used the shimmer paper. And yeah, so that's the fun that the dies can do for you. And this is a stamp set. So this is the Easter basket stamps and dies. And they all coordinate with, they're all part of that big Easter joy suite. So we are going to play with this. I do need to get my all my pieces out. Okay. And that, oh yes, now I have to remember my score marks. I think it's an inch all the way around. Maybe, maybe not, because I didn't write it down. I thought I did. I can tell you, it might be 3/4 ruler. I think it's an inch. It is. Okay, so I'll tell you what size that piece of paper is. I made this, I don't know when. Last time we were playing with this kit. All right. So 1 inch all the way around. This is 3x4 and 3x4. 3x4. Okay, 1 inch all the way around. I'm coming in from that other side because it's hard for me to do on the other side, if that makes sense. Oh, that is shorter. That's thinner. I think that one side of these was a different size. Don't copy me. Hold tight. Because I needed this to be 2 inches. I think I went in. We're going to keep this piece of paper because it doesn't matter. The short side, you're scoring at 3/4 and 2 1/4. The long side, you're scoring at 1 and 3. And that, my friends, is how you do that. And that, my friends, is why you write notes when you're making something, especially if you're going to teach it. And if it's not right, it's going to be today. Okay? Okay. So we're folding that on our score lines, ignoring my mistake. Okay. Now, yes, thank you very much. Okay. Now we are going to grab our scissors, paper snips. I really am looking so forward to Stampin' Up! Getting some new paper snips, if that happens, or scissors soon. So we're going to cut up. Sorry, I'm cutting on that score line and it doesn't like it. We're going to angle these. So we're cutting on the inside of the score line and mitering. And we're going to do the same to this. I really hope that I did this right. Mitering helps it fold better. So we're angle cutting up to that first score line. Again, to the outside of the score line so you can cut that score line off. And miter. Okay, now it's not going to be the same. It's wrong. You guys knew it was wrong. How can you do that? Oh, my Lanta. Hang on. I hope you're not making this with me. Yeeks. I think I've been in my craft room too long and I need some nourishment. Okay, I think I remember now. If not, we're going to wing it. 4x3. 4x3. Scoring tool. I promise. Box math is not my thing. Hey, 4x3. 7/8. 7/8. I think we're scoring it. Why does it look like it's an inch, but it's wider? Why is it messing with me? I'm not doing an inch. I'm going to do 3/4. Didn't we just do that? I don't care. 3/4 on each side. This is what it's going to be. Score it 3/4 on each side. It's still too big. People, what am I doing wrong? I can't believe I didn't put a note. Or maybe I did. All right. I almost feel like I need to rewind and start over. Eee. If it's 3x4, and this is 3, 2 and 2, and it comes into 2 1/4 by 1 inch. It still doesn't make sense to me. Why? I know it's not the same. It's too big. So how much bigger is it? 1/4 of an inch? It's an inch. It doesn't make sense. Ooh, okay, okay. One more try. And if I don't get it, I'll come back another day when I do got it. 3, 5, 4. This is like the easiest part of the whole thing, and I can't get it. It just really looked way small. It's not the one. Where is it? That's not the one. That's fine. I'm just gonna send it. 1 inch. Going back to the original directions. 1 inch. 3x4. Scored 1 inch on every side. Did I lose y'all now? Or are you laughing hysterically at me? And it's okay. It's not square. Right. Um, you are absolutely right. But for some reason, my measurements aren't working initially. Because the box is a lot wider than this. So that's what I think my measurement of my paper here is wrong. But you know what? We're going to keep on going because I'm going to teach you, even if I think I can't. Okay. I don't want to tear away my box. All right, so we did 1 inch all the way around a piece that is 3x4. If each side, we are cutting each tab and we are mitering. And whatever works, works. Oops. Well, I didn't do that right. It's okay. I like to cut the score line out. Oh, I just mitered the. We're just not going to do this today. Miter all of these now because I just messed the whole thing up. No, I have not been drinking. I gave it up for Lent. Maybe that's the problem. All right. Well, I mitered it all. And I know it's not going to work because it's not that small. I'm so frustrated. All right, we're emptying this. People, we are going to do this. I don't even care. So this is 1.5 inches. And this is 1 inch. Where is Celine when I need her? Do this math for me. 1.5 inches. Hang on. We have 1 inch, 1.5, 1. And this is, seriously, 2 inches. So the base is 1.5 by 2, that part of it. And then we have 2, 1, 1. Does that make sense to anybody? No. So it needs to be 3.5 by 4. Let's see. I'm going to use a piece of white before I keep wrecking all of my other paper. 3.5. I don't know. By 4. We're going to try. Now we're going to score it 1 inch. And it's still probably going to be wrong. Confidence. Talk to yourself with a kind voice. 3.5 by 4, scoring at 1 inch on each side. And my friends, I think we got it. Huh. 3.5 by 4, something like that. 1 inch all the way around. We're missing 1/2 inch of our paper. My Lanta. And now we're right. And we have a white piece, not the color we need. No, I did it right. Hello, welcome to bloopers. Stamping with MJ. My goodness. These are the moments where if you don't laugh, you cry. But, you can't make this stuff up. So, all right, 4 inches. Need a new blade. My 3.5. And watch how we're going to put this together. Now that I've gone through a whole lot of paper using my stash, that is what we do. And I'm going to put the right measurements in the description of this video so that you all don't mess up when you come and want to make this. And you might find that you want to make it differently. And that's okay. When you perfect it and make it wonderful without all these issues, please share the measurements with me. Oh, friends, it's crazy. All right, we are scoring, or we did score 1 inch along every side, 4 by 3.5 inches worth of crumb cake. Okay, now we're going to cut this right. We're going to cut to the left of this score line, to the right of this score line, and then we're going to miter. Maybe I shouldn't give up too much coffee then, right? So there's that. We're going to do the other side to the right of the score line to the, did I do that right? Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't matter. I'm just cutting the score lines off. No, I didn't. Bend that back. Miter. Miter. Not gonna matter. Nobody's gonna see it. And miter. Look at that. See, that's all you need to do after you do it 10 times. So I have been trying to find Hershey Nuggets in a big bulk pack. Okay, there's one side. We're adhering it. And nobody has them. Well, because I'm being fussy and I'm worried about people having a nut allergy. Okay, we want that flush to the side. And you wouldn't know that my first one I made a mistake too, but I'm not going to point it out because right now that one's stellar. I can't find them anywhere. I shouldn't say that. I don't go far from home. I shouldn't say that either. I have not gone to Walmart. And probably Walmart has them, but I'm looking for just like milk chocolate, not nuts and stuff. So I don't want the toffee because there's nuts in that. I just want regular milk chocolate, and they don't sell them in the big ones. So at least they do, but I can't find them anywhere, even on Amazon. So if anyone knows where I can find them, that is a place that we have around here, I would love to know. Okay, we've got the base to our box done. Again, 4 by 3.5 scored on each side at 1 inch. Okay. Now we have both of our baskets already die cut out, thank goodness, because I don't think I could even do that right now. And I am going to make this a pink one. And I also have extra things that I did not glue on the first one. So I've got this pink, and I've got the baskets, and we're going to do some weaving. And I am going to grab some blends so that we can do some coloring. And there are all those little pieces that get, so I need 2 pink there and a yellow, a pink, 2 pink there, and a yellow. I just do 3 strips on each. Got our bunny done. All right, we just need to do all this fun stuff. Okay. All right, Weaving. I start, I'm going to start with pink. And I just honestly, I start by lifting these sections up. Try not to damage the paper. I certainly don't want to rip. But if you kind of take your time, it really can be a easy process, non-frustrating process. You just got to give yourself a little leeway. And when you get to that section, just poke it through by lifting your strip, the strip. Okay. And I always start by having this one poke out right there. And then I come in and go behind with my other color. And this might get tricky, but you can get it, even if you have to flip it over. Right when you get to that edge, pop that up, pop that. I love this. Did not even understand this until I was shown by Jennifer Cotton. I was like, whoa, whoa, so cute. Did not know we could do that. And another pink. This is going to be the girl treat one because I have pink and yellow right there. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to go to a girl. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Never make assumptions. I remember telling my son when he was in school and his band teacher had a pink shirt on, and someone was making fun of his pink shirt, one of the kids. And I looked at my son and I said, Nigel, real men wear pink. And facts. You can wear whatever color you want. And that was it. You can wear pink. You can wear purple. This one's struggling. Oh, let's step. There. Because, you shouldn't judge by color, right? Right. Right. We're gonna get this, but it's being fussy. I gotta tell you, I love my nails, but the acrylic is way too thick on them. Way too thick. Like way too thick. Okay. Did you get that? Way too thick. Okay. All right, we're gonna do the other one. And here we go. If it's easier to do it in the center and then zhuzh it up, you could do that too. You would not catch me making more than one or two of these. No, I'm just kidding. This is something you could do watching TV, you know? Speaking of TV, y'all binge watching anything? I love The Lincoln Lawyer. And I had to, since I don't have Netflix now, I had it when Fred was here. But um anyway, so I had to get Netflix. Not to mention I wanted to watch a comedy show that was of a comedian that Aaliyah met. Um, who I watch her reels all the time whenever she pops up in my news feed. She's so funny. Taylor Tomlinson or whatever. Yes, Aaliyah met her. I thought that was super cool. Aaliyah has met quite a few people. The one of the guys on The Rookie has come to her set and done some stuff, and it's really cool. She's really doing good. I'm super proud of my son too. This is like random. Um, so anyway, yeah, I had to get Netflix because I wanted to watch the comedy thing, but I got it with advertisements because it's only $7.99 a month. Yeah, I'm used to commercials. Plus, if I need a snack, I can get up during the commercial. The only time I have a hard time getting up during a commercial is during the Super Bowl. Just saying. Okay, this one's giving me a fit. Let's zhuzh these up some and try and get this one in that last spot, like right there, and up into this section. Oh. Eee! Too thick. Nails are too thick. I need you to get in there. Thank you. Got it. All right, now that that's done, I am going to take my paper snips and trim the ends off. Okay, like so. You just come in, snip, 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 and snip, snip, snip. There's that one. Do the same to this one. Okay, now we're going to do some gluing of some things, but we don't want to do that yet. I want to add this on my basket on this side, which I did not do to this one, but I should have because it makes it really, really pretty. So let's get my Tombow. I'm actually going to add the glue to this section so it's not oozing out of the cracks, and adding this to the glue. And you can zhuzh it over if you need to. Get it where you need it. Super cute. Do the same for this one. Now, one of these is not going to have anything on the no bunny. One is the front, one is the back. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tack the grass down here. That will go right there. Oops. So I did a lot of this decorating after it was assembled, and this is so much easier. This one is going to get, ooh, my belly's rumbling. Some glue there. We'll add the grass. I will trim that off. Hmm. Here we go. And we'll do the other side. We should have one more piece of grass. I'll just do it this way. And add this. Oops, all thumbs. Oh, seriously? Seriously? So we've got this. Are you all seeing me, or am I totally working off the screen? Sorry if I am. And there's that. Beauties. This goes on the back, so we can take this. Oh, I need food. And adhere this to one side. Takes a minute for the Tombow to take hold. It is going to overlap on each side because you don't want to see this box only from the side view where it's grassy. Okay, so we have that. And now we are going to grab some markers. Now that I'm all glue. And let's do, we got some Pretty in Pink crumb cake. Excuse me. And um, you probably didn't even hear me burp. I just burped. Sorry, that was disgusting. So previously, I stamped these flowers. You can't really see it in um, soft sea foam because I wanted to not have the line. Well, I wasn't really keen on it. When I colored it, it came out looking like watercolor, which is super cute, right? It's really pretty. And actually, I'm not going to recolor this. Yes, I will. I'll show you what I did. So it's already stamped. And then, of course, I have my bunny. Okay, there's the bunny. So we will grab a piece of paper I already wrote on and use it as my mat. Close my glue. Drop it. That's fine. I didn't want a very harsh line on these. So I take my dark petal pink. No, pretty in pink. And just dab the center of the flowers. Take my light pretty in pink. And we are going to, I'm going to use the non-brush tip color inside the lines. Which are hard to see unless your head is right over it. But it does make it look like it is watercolored. Now, of course, my bunny is not going to look that way. It's no line coloring, basically. Usually you use the same color that your color, you stamp the same color that you're stamping with. Now remember, this is water-based ink that I'm stamping, that I stamped with. Our ink pads are water-based, so I can use them with blends because my blends are alcohol markers. And then I thought, well, wouldn't it be cool if I could take and gently with the fine tip of this and go on the lines of the flower. Of course, I already messed it up. Color the leaves. Nobody's going to know though, right? So that way it looks like I stamped it in two different colors. Because I can't color my stamps with my markers. So there's that. Looks pretty. We'll add some gems. And then our cute little bun bun. I am going to add the light pretty in pink to the inside of the ears. Well, the ear. And then I think these are my old ones. And Lisa, if you are still watching, oh, thanks, Sue. Thank you, thank you. Lisa, if you're still watching, I still owe you crumb cake blends, but I've not been notified by Stampin' Up to the fact that they're in stock. And I was talking to Lori about that yesterday, and she said that she has heard others make mention of the fact that blends are not coming back in stock that quick. So I know I still owe you. Um, and if you need something sooner, I'll message you. How's that? Well, they're not available. So if you want the money for them, I can just give you the money for them because I don't know when they're going to be back in stock. So these are my old ones, but that's okay because the other one I can't reach right now. Because this is light crumb cake. It is buried behind my wall art. And I didn't feel like messing. I'm going to come in and color. I stamped my bunny in early espresso. I probably am going to have to get my marker. I think when I'm done with this one, it's going in the garbage. This is, yeah, stamped in early espresso. hard when the tip of the blend is a hot mess from using it in classes and whatnot. I know, like, some people don't even allow people to use the brush end of their markers in a class, which I can understand. I think this is just toast, honestly. Okay, color here. Okay, we're throwing this one in the garbage because it's done. And I'm gonna grab my other ones. I tried. I just have so much stuff ready to go to a retreat this coming weekend again. And yay. Um, okay. Retreat this coming weekend, and I'm excited about it. I got the kids taking care of the dog and someone watching the house and all the things. So it makes me happy. This is toast too. Just save yourself. Agree. All right. So I'm gonna come in here to the back side of the bunny. And when we're gonna do some blending. I'm not really good at that. Hey, Jenny. I just popped my head up and looked. Hello, my friends. I'm not good at blending. So I add some dark, and then I blend out with the light. And I do the best I can. But, it's not always the easiest thing for me. Put some dark there. I add some, whoops, don't go out of the lines. Silly girl. Okay. It's been a very entertaining experience here today, Ginny. So if you go back and watch the replay, know that I made some serious issues, or measurement issues, with the box that I'm creating. And it's okay because eventually we got it right. It's strictly for your entertaining purposes. I am here to entertain and inspire. I will put the correct measurements in the description of the video. I don't know what I'm doing with this poor little bunny, but he looks like a half moon cookie. I don't know. I know it'll blend and all the things. One thing I do want to do, because it's super cute, is take my pretty and pink marker, give him some rosy cheeks and a little pink nose. And I'm not going to color his tail. Okay. Yeah, it's not blending very well. I'm just not good at it. I wish I could take a class. Anyone know anyone that like blends really well? I know Wendy can't. Yep, she's not a demonstrator anymore. Can't think of her name. Love and Stampin'. That's who she is. All right, this is gonna go here, my little bunny. And I am gonna incorporate those flowers, and there they are. But first, yes, we're gonna put our bunny right there. Do I want to do dimensionals? Nope. I want to just grab this and make it easy on myself. I'm only going to adhere the bottom portion of the bunny. And then I'm going to put some flowers right there. And then we'll decorate them with some pretty gems that I can find. And these are going to come popping out of the grass I'm going to put down. So it kind of, you don't really see a lot of the basket right here. See, there's the back side of the box. There's my box. Measurements 4 by 3.5, score an inch on each side. We went through some serious issues with that today. At least I did. All right. So there's that. Oh, I forgot to put the grass on. My lantern. I know there's another piece. It's right here. It's okay. That's because I dropped the glue. Oh, okay. And so I was saying that I had my grandpuppy It was so nice to snuggle her when I finally did get a cup of coffee brewed this morning. I did post that. I was, oh, I got my bunny in the air here. My bunny's too high. Goodness, what is my deal? Here we go. What a train wreck. I'm a train wreck. Okay, so now that that is all set, um, okay, these are the little boxes that I'm making for Julie DiMatteo. That's her design completely, all of it. It fits 4 of the Hershey Nuggets in, and I want to make them. I've already pre-cut a ton of paper, and they're a lot easier than making these boxes. Um, Shred and 2 York peppermint patty eggs. So Shred's got to sit a little bit better. But there is our box. I think Shred just adds to a project. There you go. There's our box. Let's get something, some gems. Something. Wouldn't it be cute to put Easter eggs in the center of the flowers? I think so. Oh, how cute. Yes. They'll be our little rhinestones now that I'm dumping everything out. Too cute. And this one. It's like they're egg flowers. Go back in there. Oh, friends, thanks for your patience with me today. For real. There's our basket. Oh, I didn't do the for you. Gotta stamp that. Let's do that real quick. Find a piece of paper. Those don't want to stay. I'll fix that later. Let's find a piece of white paper. I need food. Let's find some scrap from my stuff this morning. Okay, what are we doing? We got this. There we go. We got a piece of white, piece of scrap, and our stamps, because we need for you. It's all going to be all right. For you. Pink. I keep saying petal pink. It's pretty and pink. Pretty and pink. That was a good movie. Triple banner punch. Nope. 3 banner punch, not triple. And we're going to upside down. We're going to cut that out upside down. And I should have done it a little further over, but that's okay. Because I have to punch a hole in it. Oh, punch a hole in it. Right there. Ginny, you had asked me about this a while back or a couple episodes ago. This is a crocodile, and I told you that my husband got it for me. He bought it for me at Michael's, so I'm sure you could find them either online, Amazon, or find them. Huh, on that fancy. There's a lock button. Oh no. Oh, it probably shuts and locks. Okay, anyway, Michael's. But I know that the crocodile, there's various kinds. You can check Amazon or maybe Hobby Lobby, one of your local big box stores, might still carry them. Hard telling because, we can't seem to get our hands on things in those kinds of stores. Not that I do. I was in one the other day using a gift card I received. And I got two big packs of paper for like $6. And I got some cork board because I want to frame a piece of cork board and put all of my Stampin' Up! Pins in it. So I want to do a shadow box for my stuff that I've gotten. Oh, can I get this in there? Okay. Yes. Okay, we're going to tie a little knot in this. I am using that bubble bath ribbon, and I used Pretty in Pink ink. And I want the knot to be in the front. And then we are going to grab a glue dot, take your pick tool, fold the glue dot over, add it to the front of one of these little pieces on your basket so that it looks, whoops, I just put that in the wrong spot. It looks like it is tied onto the basket, but it's not because that is just a lot of work. And now you could tie that in a bow or you could come in, snip, and snip. And there you go. And again, just fill it with your candy, whatever you want to put in there. You could use little Easter egg candies, the Yorks, whatever. A lot of things will fit in there. Matter of fact, let me show you. Because I had to get candy to test out in my little, you could use just the pink ones. Mwah. Hershey Kisses fit in there. So there you go. Cute little bun bun. That's all I got. If you don't want to stay in there. Oh, okay. We got a mess to clean up. First things first, lunch. Well, I hope that was very entertaining for all of you. I enjoyed every second of it, even my oopses. Gives me an opportunity to think and adjust. And we did. We made it work. So don't forget that piece of paper for the box of your basket is 4 by 3.5, and you score 1 inch on every side. Again, I'll put that in the description of the video, both here on YouTube and on Facebook. So thank you so much for joining me. Hey, stroll longs in, oh, Penyan. But they have a ton of supplies. Oh, I didn't know that. I like going there too. It's like you find treasures in there. I don't go there enough, but yes. I actually need to find because I saw this really super cute idea for a junk journal with the library. You know, when you would take a book from the library and it had the library pockets, I know you can make them, but I want the cards that are actually from the library that, those cards. I know you can find them somewhere, whether they're in an antique store or I don't know. Maybe I need to write a school, Lisa. Oh, I'm sorry. Just kidding. No theft of services by any means. I really need to, I want to find them because I saw the cutest idea. So, with that, I'll have to go to Long's and take a look myself. So, anyway, thank you for spending your afternoon with me, part of your afternoon, this wonderful Sunday, March 1st, 2026. And I hope that you have a wonderful week ahead. I know that I still need to do my Paper Pumpkin PJ party. I am heading to a retreat this week, next week, this coming weekend. But if I can get to it one night this week, I'm trying to go to the gym as well. So we are doing all the things. Um, it is, it's that time. I need to get ready for this wedding of my son's. And yeah, Anyway,